Ladies and gentlemen, and all boys and girls out there, all hazing or sludge used throughout the whole convention will be hypoallergenic and non-oil-based. There may be mild stroke effects for a short period of time, and if you have any issues with this, please make it known to a Kitacon steward. Thank you and enjoy the show!
Your clock's broken.
It's not a clock. It's a countdown.
Stop that.
Analyze data from all over the world. Storms, tectonic shifts, position of the moon. It all adds up. The world is going faster than a tube of cocaine-laced Pringles.
Can we lay our hands on any magical MacGuffins to save the world? We have several hanging around.
As it happens, yes. But first we have to warn people about the end of the world!
What the hell's going on?
a day of fate, and Kitacon wants you to save the world. Now, Kitacon committee brought me in when they discovered the same patterns you two scientists found on your computer. My job is simple. Assemble a team and save the world.
But we're only scientists.
And we don't have much time. Welcome to fate. Good afternoon, team. Well, don't get up. This is your team. Handpicked and selected at random by the Kitacon computer matrix.
The cowgirls.
And I have absolutely no idea how I selected these four. Anyway, moving on. Introductions. Codename the Juice. He just plays trading card games and he's generally a bit of a too.
I'm shuffling the cards, Commander Dane.
Next, Helen, codenamed Handheld. An expert in handheld games and not much else. Isn't that right, Handheld?
Fuck you, military guy.
She's fantastic. Next, Clive, the Kitacon elephant. Our expert in weaponry.
That's really cute.
Oh, he's many things, miss, but he is certainly not cute. And finally, Manuel, codenamed the Giant Clock. No, God, no, the Mexican. He's an expert in all this Mayan mythology bullshit.
Hey, I'm from Cuba, man.
Man, shut up!
But he's a giant talking cock.
Yes, we all know he's a little bit cocky. Let's not give him much satisfaction, okay? Now, get to know them. We're moving out. I like you.
Hey, come on, people. This way. Behold, the Mayan temple is beautiful, no?
It's magnificent. And we need to get inside. Manuel, if you please.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's locked. Are there any markings on the door to tell us how to open it?
Well, how do we open it?
Oh, I cannot read. Then how the hell did you guide us here?
Pure fucking luck. Have no fear. My powerful deck with magic cards will open this door.
What did you say?
card. Score. Magic card. Score.
Finish?
My cards. They weren't magic enough.
And when did you figure this one? Was it when you threw the Charizard one? Or no, let me guess. It was when you threw the ball or something, wasn't it?
I think it's when you threw the Pikachu.
Man, shut up! We will do this the old-fashioned way.
Come on! Right now!
We've got to open these portal doors. Do you have the items?
Yeah, hang on just a sec.
We don't have one set. The world's about to end.
Look, I've got to dig out the ceremonial outfits.
The ceremonial outfits.
To open the portals for the ceremony?
Nah. If you think I'm wearing that, then you have got
This is mine. This is yours.
Okay, I'm not wearing that.
I think they look pretty nice.
Okay, let's put this to Rupa then, shall we? All in favour, say aye. Aye! Okay, super geniuses, now what?
The portals! We've got to open the portals!
Okay, I'm on it.
Piece of crap, come on, work! Down! Madre de Dios, when I get hold of that stupid computer protect.
Maybe my magic cards opens.
Seriously, I've done the research. I know how to get this done. Just don't interfere and we can all go home safe. I am a magic Now I know you'll probably think I'm a loony.
You're a loony.
No, I'm not, because... Right. You take a left, I'll take one. Right. The left. Right. The left. Right.
Of course.
Can you actually show me, please?
Hang on, I've just got to beat this level. Do a barrel roll.
And
Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel
Hello. I don't really mean to be rude and mean on your great game achievement just now, but if you don't tell me where those two scientists have gone, the world's gonna end! Oh. This is unexpected.
Says a talking clock and a measuring elephant, but you don't see me complaining.
Oh.
Why do you have to be such a stuck-up?
Hey, let's not do this now. What's important is the location of the scientists, and for some stupid reason I still can't work this DS.
Amateur.
Thank you. Birmingham.
I hear it's lovely this time of year.
Birmingham.
Isn't that the place for cherry blossoms?
Something around?
No, not at all. Because, you know, we've spent half of Kitacon's budget going halfway around the world, saving it, doing all the good deeds that we can do, and, you know, to save it from destruction or annihilation. We should get to Birmingham. You know, when Kitacon's taking place, what all the cool things are going on, you know, like Chris Patton, Ender Play, Vulcan, Bill, the parties, the geek show, Sally, all that stuff we should be now enjoying and having lots of fun. There's dealings and friends and fun, all that sort of stuff. But no, we are stuck in the middle of a Mayan temple!
We're missing Kitacon.
One sentence, please.
Oh, bastard.
Dude, we got to do that again. That was awesome.
Oh, God, my spleen.
Okay, what now?
There should be a golden idol around here somewhere. Younger and a woman. Now we must make offerings to the idol. Behold, the Pringles of life. May their resealable plastic top protect humanity in its time of need.
And lo, the idol did require some dodgy porn, and it was crusty and good.
And lo, the drank was drunk, and it was of the purest pussy.
Testing, testing. 1, 2.
It's really hard on the groin.
Go on.
Hold it.
I think we should run.
Yeah, let's stop this. Cheese it.
Shake that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kitacon 4! You may have noticed I'm painted gold. It's not very comfortable stood up here. So yeah, let's get with this opening ceremony. I may want to get dressed. No one's taking clothes off. No one. I'm sorry. Right, so we've just watched Project Fate. That was Ian, Video Guy's project, along with Keith and Claire, who you saw on stage. We also had Lozzie and Lush and Con, so can we have a round of applause for those people, please? And then we're just going to go through the rest of the ceremony, so hopefully stuff should be appearing on the screen. Yeah, we'll go through the guests, we'll go through the rules, which will be very important, go through some of the events that we're going to be doing. Wow. And then timetable changes and all that crap that, you know, shouldn't happen, but it does. So, let's go on to the next one. Oh, the committee up first. We're not going to get everyone on stage because one, there's too much smoke, I can't actually see what's going on. So, this is everyone that has helped organise Kitacon this year. So, round of applause for everyone that you can see on this list. So, yeah, all these people are really important and you should love them. And if you see them not drinking, you should change that situation. Over the weekend, we do have a number of staff that you should see if you have various problems, who will have their names and pictures coming up now. So we've got Alex, who's our ops director. Most likely we're going to see him in the ops room. He is also our head first aider, so if there's any accidents, blah, 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 you see him. You have Dan Nightsaber. He is the committee executive, AA vice chairman kind of thing. He is your point of contact if you can't get a hold of, and should be right next. I can't see anything, seriously, the smoke is still here.
You're right.
Who, where?
You're looking at...
Am I? I'm seeing smoke. I'm right, okay, so we've got Lucy, who is our cosplay admiral. That's not normally the title. Go see her for weapons checks and for all that kind of stuff. Mark is our reg officer. If you lose your badge, you will need to see him. He's the only person who can issue badges. So don't lose them, because we don't want to make his life more stressful than it already is at the moment. Finally, we have Matt, Mr. Bash. He is the chairman, so all big problems can go at him. And a round of applause for all these guys. Just why the hell not? Right, an apology. Unfortunately, Mr. Christopher Pan could not make it this weekend. We're all very disappointed with this, but he did have a lot of work commitments over in the States which he couldn't get out of, so unfortunately he will not be attending this weekend, which is genuinely saddening. He was going to like kiss me, which would be brilliant. In the meantime, the people who thoughtfully turned up, we have Element Lane. If you'd like to come up on stage, please.
I'll kiss you.
No, that's all right. You look wonderful. If I were built like you, I'd be dressed like that as well. I'm so excited to be here. Matt, Naomi, Alex, Lucy Bell, Scowney, thank you so much.
Right, can we have the next picture? Okay, we have up next, please, Harrison... Shit. Right, this is going to happen because I've not slept very much. Bill Winans and Harrison Tricks, aka Volping, could you please come up on stage as well?
Technically, shit is my middle name, but I appreciate the introduction nonetheless. Hello, thank you all for bringing us all the way over from the United States. It's a pleasure to be here. Hi! So this has been a real treat. This is my first time in the UK, so I'm actually really getting, having fun getting to see all the different costumes y'all have here. I'm really surprised at the number of costumes per capita. It's going to be really a lot of fun for us, so yeah, looking forward to meeting everybody. I'm more than a little annoyed that you went through my luggage and chose my costume for tomorrow, because now I have nothing to wear. That's better. I think I keep it.
Thank you very much, guys. Another round of applause, please. Right, and finally, Christine Nee, organiser of a number of the panels, Chinese panels, returning again this year. Can we have another round of applause, please?
Good to be back at Kitacon. I hope you like the Chinese movies we've got for you this year. Look forward to seeing you all on my panel. That's wishful thinking. Some of you at my panel. And have a great convention. Thank you.
Okay, so the rules. I know a lot of you like to ignore them, but you do technically have to follow all these. So, first one first, as always, please have your badge on show. This one is actually quite important if you would like to have discount drinks at the bar. Just make sure you are wearing them, and between the hours of 12 and 8, you will get a discount. I can't remember how much it is off the top of my head. It's 8%, yes. I don't know what percent, but that's what we've got. Please respect the hotel. We are not the only people staying at the hotel this weekend. There are a number of people going to the NEC for the Gadget Show, which is on this weekend. So there's real people here who have real feelings and genuine emotions. You must respect that. I
I know, but please don't be running down corridors and shouting and doing stupid stuff like maybe jumping off roofs onto other roofs. That's a subtle hint, by the way. If anything like that happens again, not our control, the hotel will be calling the police. So don't jump outside places onto roofs. I hate that I have to say this to you people, but that we have to do. Don't go swimming in cosplay. This should be another no-brainer. Makeup tends to run off and like clog up all the machinery that, you know, filters it all. That shuts it down. That's very expensive to sort out. So please, no photo shoots, because that's just a whole different level of weird. Especially no cosplay. If you see anyone who's under 18, don't buy them a drink. Because, again, that's like the law, and if that gets caught, there's nothing we can do about it. Police will have to be brought in. These two are new this year. We do have emergency contact details. If you cannot find a member of the Kitacon committee or staff or a gopher, please take these numbers down. They should be in your com book. Top one is a direct line to our operations room, and obviously the second one is for first aid or emergencies like that. Please, please, please save these in your phones. If you have to use them, they're there, but obviously we don't want you to use them if you don't. No. Don't get into accidents, maybe that's a better way of putting it. But if you do, use those numbers. So next, we also have a video coming up from Giblets, so we can get inside. So if you can't read the rules, then watch this. So let's go.
Hello again, Professor Nigel Krieger here. Now, when I'm not working for top secret security agencies with questionable recruiting policies and even more questionable staff, I work at the Kitacon Further Learning Institute as a professor in archaeology and archaeological drinking studies. Cheers. It was during the course of my very important work that I discovered a fascinating artifact from one of our recent popular archaeological digs. Film footage from the very first Kitacon. Now, I'm not talking about Kitacon 1 in 2009. What very few people realise is that the very first Kita was Kitacon 0 in 1900, or the Kitacon Exposition as it was called at the time. An exceptionally forward-thinking convention for its time, it used the latest technology from that year's Paris Exposition to present its attendees with one of the very first examples of matched projected images and recorded sound. It was only a short film presentation concerning convention information and health and safety, but it provides a fascinating insight into the past and illustrates that despite the over 100-year gap, there are some things that are just as relevant today as they were back in 1900. Enjoy!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the inaugural Kitacon Exposition, a celebration of artistic endeavours, shadow puppetry, and projection imagery from the exotic Eastern realms. Upon arrival at the exposition, you will have been presented with your membership papers. These should be worn in a prominent location for the duration of the exposition to allow staff to easily identify those who are permitted to members-only areas. You should also have received your exposition satchel, which will contain your exposition program book, timetable of events, and a selection of Eastern-themed curios, including a sample of the third Yuan-Sukidoji Dynasty's cursed tea ceremony set. Information! In order for you to gain the full enjoyment and edification from your weekend, we now present the following to prevent harm to your person, but perhaps most importantly, to ensure that you avoid any social faux pas that cause embarrassment in the presence of the social elite. Hygiene. While the man is sent to the gentleman who has spent days on horseback hunting wild boar, foxes, or members of the working class is perfectly acceptable at the hunting club, it is generally frowned upon to go without at least one wash a day at exposition events. Regular washing will not only ensure that your peers will want to associate with you, but it will also make you more appealing to the fairer members of society. Remember that in these modern times, members of the fairer sex can now often be found at expositions of Eastern culture. and as many as 4.5 women were reported to have attended the nation's last exposition event. Decor. The stimulation caused by the vibrant imagery and displays at the exposition can sometimes cause a breakdown in an individual's higher brain functions. This will cause unsettling outbursts of exuberance and facial expressions unbecoming of a gentleman. Remember, you must maintain a decorous demeanour at all times, as befits your status. Should you begin to falter, immediately signal your manservant to take appropriate action. Subjects of an adult nature. While attending the exposition, you may encounter materials of an adult nature. While gentlemen of polite society would not normally countenance looking at such materials, you must remember that you are attending an event designed to showcase and celebrate cultural diversity. As such, it is expected that you approach these topics with an open mind. Ooh, 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 ooh. Safety! And finally, in the interest of safety, we request you refrain from unnecessary running, over-familiar aggressive invasion of personal space, and talking to the working class. We also request you don't accidentally break your cursed T-set sample, or use it in any dark eldritch ceremonies involving human sacrifice. It creates unnecessary mess, and could result in calling forth the old gods into our reality, to tear our human souls from our bodies to be tortured and consumed for eternity. You are now ready to embark on your Kitacon exposition adventure. Good luck and Godspeed!
Okay, another thank you to Team Giblets for that amazing video. Big round of applause, come on. Okay, just going to go over a few of the events that we as Kitacon will be putting on. There is a pub quiz tonight in the large events room, which is where you registered earlier today. We have Build a Mecca, cardboard in the same place, Masquerade in Shah, AMV Iron Chef, which is an interesting panel where people are put together AMVs very quickly and somebody goes like Iron Chef, like that. Christine is putting on her Chinese panels again, Sam Amongst the Spirit Bombs, and we also have Discussing China, and there's a third one and I can't remember it for the life of me, so apologies. Furthermore, there are various video game tournaments going on throughout the weekend, including Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, and that one with the Nintendo Smash Brothers, all that kind of stuff. There's some more coming up, isn't there? More words. Where's the rest of the words? Oh yeah, the AMV set's up there. I missed that one. That is on Saturday night, and it's commissioned AMVs, made especially for us, and the best of the best from the internet, which will be a fantastic thing as well. We have various screenings going on. A few highlights are on a further slide. There's parties. I like that the first person to make a shout there was Phil, who's in one half of the party committee. We also have much more. Over here, that was on the other side the last time I checked. Yeah, that's weird. Click on for me, whoever's behind there. Yeah, this is PowerPoint, and if you don't know what you're doing, it does weird stuff like this. Okay. Just bring them all up, please. Right, okay, Action Castle we have coming on tonight, which is in the first of the panel rooms. It went on last year and it was amazing, so I recommend you go to that. We have the Geekton Factor, which is on Saturday night, which is going to be a very weird quiz, as I understand it, and I've got people looking at me now, very excited, going, yeah! Okay. Extravaganza going on Saturday as well, which is, quite frankly, the best videos you'll ever see from the internet. And when I say best, I mean the weirdest and, yeah, the best, really. Escape the Room is reminiscent of all those DS puzzle games. There are going to be sign-ups going on throughout the day, so if you want to, I can't for the life of me remember her band's name. Abby, she's at the back, I think. Something Sari. Madane. Madane Sari, speak to her. We have the Maids of England coming in to do 2 cafes. That'll be on the Sunday, so if you want to get tea served by pretty ladies and pretty men in pretty outfits, come to that. The Geek Show is doing a live recording on Sunday as well. There'll be interviews with guests and all kinds of stuff, and then you'll be able to hear it actually on the radio at some point.
Loads of prizes.
And there's prizes. Don't forget the prizes. And if you want to see, there's everything in the events guide pretty much, so just read that. What comes up next? I can't remember. The screenings. Okay, you may have noticed in your combines you've got 3D glasses. We have 3D films, so you might want to wear them for these films. So we have a Yu-Gi-Oh film. We have a 3D sex film. I don't think I have to say anything to that one either. Shock Labyrinth, and then we have highlights of other major screenings, so big things like Trigon, Badlands Rumble, that's going to be on. The Wild Hunt, which is LARPing gone wrong, I actually kind of want to see that, because it sounds brilliant. Marduk Scramble, which is Cyberpunk, I believe, and Tekken Blood Vengeance. Okay. These are clarifications, so basically all this stuff is my responsibility, and instead of working on that I painted myself gold. So apologies in advance. So, what?
That's a good choice!
Thank you. Okay, so I've spelled eclectic wrong as well, which always is a good start. Eclectic Kimono, that's going to be going on later today. It's done by, can't remember the name of them, there is a group in the dealer's room who's going to be showing off geisha and kimono stuff. Instead of Chris Patton's late night panel, we'll be having a screening of Breakfast Club, Vengeance, My Name is Clive, which has my terrible acting in it, so I recommend you go see it. Sam Monster, Spirit Bombs and Transformers, they are swapping places, unfortunately. They are. Sam Monster, Spirit Bombs is on Saturday 12:30 and the Transformers panel is on at 10 AM. Oh, what? Is it your... Right, okay. Ignore that, it's... Sam Monster Spirit Bombs at 10 AM and Transformers is at 2:30 PM. Yes, okay. I haven't slept, I'm blaming that. We have Tofu Cute, which is another one of the dealers with lots of snacks and Asian stuff like that. That is on Saturday 1 PM. The Resident Evil panel, I believe, is marked wrong in the events guide. That is Sunday panel room 2 at 10 AM. And again, Discussing China has been given the wrong time, so that is Sunday at 12:30 in panel room, and it doesn't have the panel room written on it. I hate my life. Oh, look at the clip art. Distract yourself with the clip art. You may have noticed that there are catering facilities in the King Suite, which is right at the other end of the hotel. Breakfast, dinner and tea, that's how you're supposed to say it, takes place in there. Shut up, it's breakfast, dinner and tea. I'm getting cheers there, that's all I'm doing here. Dinner is between 12 and 2 PM, tea is between 6 and 8 PM. There should be more stuff coming up. What's next? Our charity. The charity is once again the Japanese relief fund by the Red Cross. There should be more stuff put on there which I forgot to fill in. We do have wandering around various people collecting money for people who are cross-dressing as Disney princesses. So you can see buckets going around there. And finally, it says that there, but in my, I said pocket, you don't want to know where that's just been. But the last of the things, the Shock Labyrinth is on panel room 4 at 11 PM on Saturday. If you're entering the cosplay competition, could you please see Lucy in the Cosplay HQ, because I know a number of you have actually gone to get your times and days. And finally, you may have noticed these wonderful banners and other various art. They have been made for us by Emma K. Collier, who is selling limited prints of the art in the Bring and Buy. So if you want stuff like that, and you should do because it's awesome, then head to the Bring and Buy. And now you can go out there and have a great weekend. Thank you very much. I'm not taking anything else off. That's all you're getting. All right, guys, please clear out and have a wonderful weekend. Party starts at 8.